Hey everybody, how are we all doing? I'm Draconic. Welcome to Dueling Book. We're going to play a few games with the True Draco deck and we're going to see how we get on, especially since there was a ban list recently and we're just going to go ahead and see what happens. Now, for those of you who don't know, this is actually Yu-Gi-Oh! And I'm going to admit I'm a kind of a veteran player when it comes to the game. So this is the deck that I'm going to be running all of these cards, and they're all powerful in their own kind of way. And the ones we're running here are True Draco. I feel like that's kind of appropriate given the name of the channel and everything. Anyway, let's get started. This is Dynamite Knight for starters. Basically, he has an effect where we can add True Draco or True King trap cards, such as these two. Moving on, we have Draco the Third, the True Draco Cavalry General. Basically, and a lot of people don't really run this card. I quite like him, to be honest, because he's got a nice bit of a 2800 defense. Basically, any of your True Draco cards cannot be targeted by your opponent, and whenever he goes, he just comes back. Well, you get another monster coming back onto the field. Ignis. Ignis adds True Draco spells, such as these ones, to your hand. Majesty Maiden allows you to add True Draco monsters, so any of these which are actually really good. Dragonic Diagram. So disappointed this wasn't named Draconic Diagram, but still, this card allows you to destroy one of my own cards and to search out for any True Draco or True King card in the deck. Also, it gives my True Draco monsters protection and boosts their attack by an extra, and defense as well, by an extra 300, which is really good. Such a very powerful field spell. Another field spell we're running just because of the ban list swap is Domain of the Monarchs. Mostly to do with threatening your opponent when they go and summon cards from the extra deck, which I think Domain is going to do really good. I've only put it to 1 because I prefer having Diagram, but Domain is such a really good and such a powerful card to have as well if you're trying to lock your opponent out of the extra. Moving on to some of the True Draco spells. Now, these two spells have got their own same effects. So they allow you to normal summon a True Draco or even tribute summon one, in addition to the normal summon you get in that turn. Also, when they go from the field to the graveyard, you can destroy your opponent's spell or trap. Also, these cards have got their own effect. So Disciples over here, you can recycle 3 True Draco or True King cards in your graveyard, shuffle them back into the deck. Heritage allows you to draw cards equal to the number of Draco or King cards or monsters that were sent to your field to the graveyard. So basically what this means is you can have a field one, disc one go to the grave, you can have Apocalypse go to the grave here, and you get to draw 2 cards from it. Such a powerful draw card, if that's the best way to put it. Card of Demise. This card is broken with this deck. Basically, no cards in your hand, draw 3. Personally, it's really good. You just draw cards until you have 3 cards in the hand. The only downside is your opponent really doesn't take any damage during that turn, and I cannot special summon. But the thing about True Draco is that they're all based on tribute summon, which is not special summoning. The only way you really special summon is through Dryas and True King's Return, which I'll come to at some point. Next up is Desires. This card is pretty good, but it's also risky as well. I like running it just in case I need those extra cards, but basically you banish 10 cards from the top of your deck. Very risky, but you get to draw 2. Basically, this is like a pot of greed, but you run the risk of banishing 10 cards, which could include your key cards that you really do need. Pot of Duality, another kind of broken card in True Draco, if that's the best way to do it. You basically look at the top 3 cards of your deck and you select one of them, so it's a really strong card to get your the key card that you need. Terraforming. This card is limited to 1 following the ban list. Basically, you can search for a field spell. So Diagram, basically my preferred choice, but if my opponent is running an extra deck, focused deck, most likely, I'll probably want Domain just to put that extra pressure on. Stormforth. Now, this card allows me to sacrifice my opponent's monster so I can summon one of these monsters. Now we're getting into some of the traps here. So the first up is Rivalry of Warlords, and there can only be 1. These cards pretty much do the exact same thing, only there's one difference. Basically, there can be only 1, allows you to only have 1 type of monster on the field at a time. So these are all Wurm monsters, but I kind of run the risk having only allowed to have 1 of these on the field at the same time, but that would limit my opponent as well. Rivalry if my opponent can only have one type. So because all my monsters are worms, that puts them under a lot of pressure as well. Skill Drain. Only run one copy of this. Basically all monsters on the field have their effects negated, but the best version of this I would say is Monarch's Erupt. Basically Monarch's Erupt, all that does is negate my opponent's special effects, which is absolutely brilliant. Now we're moving on to the True Draco Apocalypse and the True King's Return. Each of these have got their own kind of unique effects and similar effects as well. Basically, during my opponent's turn, I can tribute summon a True Draco monster, which is really good. And when they're sent from the field to the graveyard, I can destroy an opponent's monster straight away as well, which is really, really good. Apocalypse has a unique effect, which if I can destroy one True Draco or True King card on the field, and I can half my opponent's attack and defense permanently. This card is super duper broken. I would definitely run 3 copies of these. True King's Return, only limited to 1. Now, I use this card to bring back any True Dracos just so that I can make the full use of Apocalypse or even Diagram. True King's Return is such a powerful card to have, and I would definitely want to try and get access to this card as soon as possible. So I try to avoid using Desires just for this card because it's super duper broken as well. So that's it. That's just a kind of quick overview of the deck. I'm going to run a few games with it and we're going to see how we get on. Alright, let's get to dueling. Who is going to be the first victim against True Draco? Onyx, 97, you're up. Let's go rock, and there we go. Sorted. Alright, and I prefer going second. Yep, good luck to you as well. Good thing about this is that I would probably need to speak to my opponents as well, which is pretty good. I'm going to mute this a little bit as well, so... Anyway, here we go. He's got the first move. What have you got? What is this? Infinitrack. Alright, so I don't think I've ever played against these guys before, so... Normal summoned, special summoned, you can add 1 Infinitrack monster from your deck to your hand, except Infinitrack Harvester. Alright, so that's fine, he can add that, that's not going to worry me too much. I think they've got I think you're an XYZ deck, if I remember. I think they might have some Link monsters as well. By the way, if you're just watching this for the first time and don't know what's going on, I am with you. What is this? Machine Duplication. Oh my goodness. Target 1 machine monster you control a 500 less attack, special summon 2 monsters with the same name. That is not good. What's he got? Add 1, you can target. You can only use each effect of an Infinitrack Harvester once per turn. Alright, so he can summon up to... Yep, there we go, he summoned all of them, but you can only use those effects once per turn, so he's not going to get any additional cards going to the hand. Looks like he's... Oh, it was that tribute summon. You can tribute 1 Earth Monster special summon this card from your hand in defense position. If this card is special summoned from the hand, you can special summon 1 Infinitrack monster from your deck in defense. That's fine, I'll allow it. Its effects are negated. Also, you cannot special summon monsters for the rest of the turn except Earth Machine monsters. Infinitrack Trencher. You can tribute 1 Earth Machine monster, special summon this card from your hand to defense. You can banish this card from the graveyard to target 1 level 5 or lower Infinitrack monster in your graveyard except Infinitrack Trencher. Doesn't matter because he's going to Exceed Summon and looks like it's going to be a rank 5. What have you got? What have you got? Infinitrack River Stormer. Jesus Christ, what does this do? When this card destroys an opponent's monster by battle, you can attach that monster to this card as material. Alright, so he's detaching material, so when he detaches material, take 1 Earth Machine monster from your deck and either add it to your hand or send it to the graveyard. Right, what was that? Anchor Drill or something like that? I don't know what that does. I do not know what any of these Infinitrack cards do, but is he's sending that to the grave for a Link summon, which he won non-Link. In fact, yep, he's allowed to do that. You can tribute 1 Earth special summon this card from your hand in defense. Alright, let's see here. Effect of River. Effect of River, jeez, oh, what's he gonna do? Effect Harvester to modify levels, right. What's he doing? Effect of Harvester. Wasn't that effect negated? No, it's not, so you can do that. So modify his levels. Is he going for rank 5, I believe? Let me just double check here. So... You can target 1 on the machine, you control the levels of that monster in this card. Alright, okay, so that's fine. Smasher, attach, attach. This card gains a third attack. If this card is in your graveyard, contribute. Well, let's see what it contains. Smasher effect. Goliath. So Goliath was sent. If this card is sent from the field, you can target one Xyz monster you control. Attach this card to that monster's material. Goliath. Let's see. I don't know what this guy's doing anymore, but right, he's attaching his material, so that's good. But let's see. I just noticed something as well. These two traps are going to be absolutely powerful, and is most likely going to. His deck is all about having two monsters on the field at the same time. These two cards are just going to bulldoze over him. No pun intended, considering his deck is just a bunch of machinery, construction site stuff. Anyway, let's see what we're going to do here. I actually cannot do anything. I can't do anything. Unless his archetype is all based on machines, by the looks of it. So, I don't really need this card. So, that's fine. I can get rid of this card, so I'll set this. And then, True Dracos, I can tribute the Rivalry, and I'll go ahead and summon Ignis. Ignis! Ignis, Ignis, Ignis! Yeah, well, anyway, I didn't see this spell here. What does this one do? Your opponent cannot target machine XYZ monsters you control with card effects. Right, that's fine. 3100. So I won't be able to get over that then. Attack boost is permanent. Yeah, no wonder. I do have a way to power that down. I need to get access to Apocalypse, or even just to send the so I need to get rid of this card first. This is where it starts to get a bit tricky. I can beat this card. So, that's fine. Attack, destroy. At least that's that out of the way. Then if my opponent activates any other cards, then that should be good. Set this card face down. And Demise broken, but kind of useless just now at the moment, as much as I hate to say it. This was not a good hand for me to start up on, so I'm now in a very difficult place. His monster's going to get a lot more attack. So he's got 3100. My Ignis is going to go 24, 31. That is 700. So, yep, and he goes to the attach, which is not going to be good. Right. I need to find a way to beat the Mountain Smasher. So he needs to move it back, because that's the zone. Yep, he's moved it back, that's fine. I will need to get another card on the field as soon as I can. Hopefully I don't draw any other True Draco monsters, because I need to have the spells and the traps in the field, so you do not get the effect. Okay, he's cool with that, so am I. This card is probably going to save my life, and to be honest, I only just added this one in when I was reworking my deck. So this card's going to do absolutely brilliant. He's having a think just now. He can't bring out any other machine monsters. He can only have one in effect to boost. Oh, he's gone up to 4100 attack. I need a non-monster. Yes! Nearly. Hopefully. True Draco Apocalypse. Oh my goodness. I might need to run Demise. I might just need to run Demise. This is my saving grace. I can't get rid of this card. Let's see here. Your opponent cannot target machine Xyz monsters you control with card effects. I'm in a difficult spot right now. His monster's got 4100 attack. I feel like I need to Demise. I need to Demise and know exactly what it is I'm up against. I'm only going to get one card out of this. But let's see what I get. It's a monster. I didn't need that. I didn't need that. I didn't need that. I might be gubbed this game. I might just be gubbed. Kind of. I don't know. don't know if you can destroy spells and traps. I'm sure he would destroy this. I've got two choices to make. Dryth, I can bring him out. Now, I can't target his... Apocalypse is meant to destroy monsters, but because of this spell here, I can't do that. So, I can bring him out, or I can bring Maiden out, and keep There Can Only Be One safe. Or, I can get rid of There Can Only Be One, bring Dryth out, and then activate Apocalypse onto Dryth. That would lower this monster's attack by half, which is good. But then with Dryth going to the grave, I can get another Dryth out, or any other monsters. So, I've got two choices. If I feel like the next draw is going to come down to this card, because this hand is going to go bye-bye, so let's have a think about it. If I bring Dryth out, I'm going to kind of need to bring one monster out anyway. But which one? Which one? This targets, which doesn't help me at all. Unless... No, he'll just attack in. Feel like I need to set up some defenses and get myself ready for the next turn. So... And this is killing his deck. So... That's the risk when you run Demise. Your hand just goes bye-bye. So I'm stuck. I've got one Dryth and one There Can Only Be One. So he can only have one monster on the field unless he Twin Twisters or MST, anything to get rid of this trap. But this guy is probably my saving grace at the moment. So he's on 4100 attack. I can bring out another Dryth. Hell, if I get even if I get True King's Return, I think I'm good because he only has one monster, and I can keep bringing him back over and over and over again. So if I get True King's Return on this draw, I might be set. So let's see what he's got. Right, Smasher. Or hopefully I get a top deck another Demise. Right, he sends Ignis, so he's on 5100. So I'm going to take 3000 damage. I'm going to bring out another Dryth. He's got a 5100 attack monster. I need to get rid of him, but I do have Dryth keeping me safe for another turn. I need to top deck something. Something good. Something that'll keep me going. Right. So 5100. Heart of the cards. That's not going to help. That's so not going to help. It might help next turn. If he attacks, he's going to do... He's probably going to have 6100. So I need to have Demise. I'll need to have Demise. If I get Demise, I'm good. If I get Demise, I'm good. So come on, give me something. Or even, I think, I need something. I'm screwed. 6100. If I don't get something this draw, then I'm out. That might help. That might just help. That might keep me going. Right. At least I have a way to get rid of this out trigger extension, which is good. He'll boost up and... Oh, he's going to stay at 6,100? So, Heritage to the grave. And then his attack will go down to 3,050. At least when Heritage went, it kind of destroyed his spell, so that's good. Now it all just comes down to this top draw card. If I get a monster, I can destroy this. If I get, well, just by tributing Apocalypse. If I get something, if I get a true Draco monster, then I'm good. His attack is going up to 4,050. Diagram. I got Diagram! Oh, Diagram! Yes! Oh, right, I now need to play. Oh. Oh, God. Oh, God, right, okay. Diagram. Diagram. Okay. Right. True King's Return. Oh, there we go. Oh, there we go. Goodbye, Mountain Smasher. Jesus Christ. Oh my goodness, he is out of there. Come on. Get rid of it. Oh God, come on. Say goodbye. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I'm still in it. I thought that was it. Oh, and has the card effect. This card cannot be destroyed by card effect. Oh, you're kidding me. Oh, you can do. Oh, let's see here. Let's see here. Let's see. Oh man. An XYZ monster whose original type is machine and has this card attacked. Oh, this card cannot be destroyed. Oh, oh. At least I've got return. That'll keep me alive. That will keep me alive. But perhaps...